Come to lie on your yoga mat. Bring your heels as close to the sits bones as you can. Feet are hip distance apart and feet are parallel. Bring the hands next to the ears, fingers pointed down towards the shoulders, elbows up towards the sky. On the next inhale, press the tailbone in towards the pubic bone, lift the hips. You can pause on the crown of the head if you'd like, or come straight up if you've got the strength into wheel pose. When you're in wheel pose, begin to breathe deeply. You can look between the thumbs. Turn the upper arms outward, but keep the weight on the bases of the index fingers. Spread the shoulder blades across the back and let the head hang. Stay in this pose anywhere from 3 to 7 breaths. And when you're ready, go out the same way you went in. Don't counter pose until you're finished with wheel pose. So if you're going to do wheel pose for 3 times, after the 3rd time, do the counter pose. There are a couple ways you can prepare for wheel pose. A good preparatory pose is called bridge pose. And you go into it the same way as wheel. You bring your heels close to your sits bones and press the hips up towards the sky. From here, interlace the fingers underneath the body and roll onto the sides of the arms. So you may need to lift your shoulders by rocking side to side, but be careful about the neck. You don't want any pain or compression in the neck. If you feel comfortable in bridge and you want to build a little strength, you can take different variations. The first variation I'm showing is just lifting each leg, taking a full breath, and going on to the other side. Another variation is taking the ankle, placing it on top of the thigh, and then pushing the knee down towards the mat. With whatever variation you take, you want to make sure that you're continuing to lift the hips, lifting the chest, making sure there's no compression in the spine. Another variation is crossing the legs, just as if you're sitting at a computer desk. And when you're finished, go out the same way you went in. Bridge pose is really great for opening up the lower body in preparation for wheel pose. To prepare the upper body for wheel pose, it's good to do some chest openers. The one I'm going to show is high lunge. So to come into high lunge, take a big step back with your left foot. Make sure the right knee is directly above or slightly behind the right ankle. Bring the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, and draw the elbows away from the face. Looking up, bringing the chest forward, breathing deeply. When you're ready, go on to the other side. Taking a couple deep breaths here, really drawing the heart forward and finding one long line of energy from the heel all the way up through the crown of the head. So let's do wheel pose together. Come to lie down on your mat. Bring your heels towards your sits bones. Bring the hands next to the ears, fingers pointed down towards the shoulders, elbows pointed up towards the sky. On the next inhale, firm the tailbone towards the pubic bone, lift the hips. You can pause on the crown of the head if you need to, or come straight up. Picturing the body as an upside down letter U, keeping the knees in line, keeping the feet parallel, looking between the thumbs, and keeping the weight of the body in the base of the index fingers. Breathing fully and deeply, and when you're ready, go out the same way you went in.